with plans for major stars and more. This is Pro Wrestling Central. My name is John, and you're watching the Wrestling Report. Explaining why he is not in any rush to join the WWE main roster, NXT champion FEMI told Jimmy V3, "It definitely helps. I don't know if that's what makes one ready. There are a lot of guys who were champions in NXT and they were definitely ready. So having the belt is not indicative of, being ready. Having the belt is not even indicative of being a star or a top guy on the main roster. It's really not. But I don't want to think about then. The best I can do is think about now. Because right now, it's my job to build NXT and, deliver the best matches and be that example and raise the brand to where it's going to be a third brand and not just developmental anymore. So that's where I am." Asked about opponents that he would still like to wrestle, Matt Cardona said this to Chris Van Vliet. "Listen, I pitched John Cena to wrestle me at Hammerstein Ballroom, GCW, this year because I had this mystery opponent. I reached out, I threw the Hail Mary. Obviously, he couldn't do it, but I tried. Yeah, it was a back and forth, a question and a response, but I tried, because I knew I needed an opponent for Hammerstein Ballroom. And what if it's Cena? Could you imagine if he came back at the Ballroom because if Cena wins, we riot? It wasn't meant to be, but hey, we got some time left. Him coming would have been nuts, but instead, we got Tommy Invincible." Speaking about a potential return to WWE, Matt Cardona noted in that same interview, "Honestly, yeah, but obviously I'm missing something. I don't know what it is. Listen, people say to me all the time, especially since we just had WrestleMania, WrestleCon, thousands of people, probably every other fan, if not every fan. When are you coming back? Well, it's not up to me or at the WrestleMania hotel. Thanks, Chelsea, for letting me stay in a hotel room for free. Save me some money. Great hotel, great steakhouse too. But so many people from The Office or other wrestling, hey man, when are you coming back? It's like, I don't know. I've reached out many times. I should say a few times. Every couple months when something cool happens or I have something to say. Hey, look what I'm doing. There's been no offer. Everything's very nice, professional, but there's no offer. And you know what? It is what it is. I'm gonna keep working my ass off. I've said this a million times. When I got released, it wasn't like, what can I do to get back to WWE? It was, what can I do to prove myself right? And oh my god, even saying that again and again and again for 5 years, I've been saying that I don't want to prove people wrong. I want to prove myself right and my fans right. It makes me sick to say because I feel like I've said it so many times, but it's the truth. I feel like I have. But man, what else do we need to do to get back there? Revealing an attempted scam where RHINO was impersonated, Chris Jericho told 101 WRIF, "RHINO's awesome. He's a good guy as well, but I just got a text from him the other day, I guess maybe a month or two ago. It's like, hey, it's RHINO, how are you?" And I was kind of like, okay, whatever, maybe he got a new number. And then it's like, hey, it's RHINO, I just wanted to give you a new number. Can you give me Adam Copeland's number? And I'm realizing, oh, this is some kind of a scam. Like someone's pretending to be RHINO trying to get wrestlers' numbers. So I just blocked him. But yeah, I was like, why is RHINO asking for Adam Copeland's number? Like, okay, this is a scam. So I don't even know if he knew about it. But RHINO, if you're listening, someone's impersonating you trying to get wrestlers' phone numbers. Touching on a possible match for the Evolution event in WWE, Ringside News noted that WWE is bringing back its all-women's premium live event Evolution, and the first major matchup being discussed is a blockbuster showdown between Jade Cargill and Charlotte Flair. According to WrestleVotes, the potential clash between Cargill and Flair is being positioned as one of the top matches for the July 12th event in Atlanta. The event is set to take place during a stacked weekend that includes a taping of Saturday night's main event, creating a big stage for WWE's female roster to shine. It was also revealed that the card will feature upwards of 7, potentially 8 matches and a battle royal to make sure everybody makes the card. The inclusion of a battle royal aims to spotlight underutilized talent, while the top matches are expected to showcase marquee stars like Cargill and Flair. The original Evolution in 2018 featured major names like Becky Lynch, Ronda Rousey, and Nikki Bella, and WWE is looking to up the ante this time around. The Cargill vs. Flair matchup would mark a significant moment for Cargill, who is still relatively new to WWE after her run in AEW. With Flair's reputation as one of WWE's biggest stars, the bout could be a defining moment for both women on a stage built to celebrate women's wrestling. With CM Punk seemingly advertised for WWE's Night of Champions event in Saudi Arabia, Punk's past remarks toward The Miz have been brought up. Punk made fun of Miz and WWE's affiliation with Saudi Arabia. Recently, Punk was on Instagram Live, where he said, "I've never been to Saudi. I don't hate coming to Saudi Arabia." Now, Ringside News has said, according to a new update, Mike Johnson of PW Insider stated that while the Night of Champions card is always subject to change, he would certainly believe that Punk will be working the Saudi Arabia show. Providing an update on a murder case involving a former WWE name, Ringside News said former pro wrestler Billy Jack Haynes has been declared mentally unfit to stand trial in the murder case of his wife, Jeanette Beckcraft. A Multnomah County judge in Oregon made the ruling this week, ordering the 71-year-old to be sent to Oregon State Hospital for further evaluation and treatment. A Multnomah County judge Wednesday ordered William Albert Haynes be sent to the Oregon State Hospital, ruling he is unfit to assist in his own defense. Reported KATU News in Portland. Haynes was arrested in February 2024 and is facing charges of second-degree murder and unlawful use of a weapon after allegedly shooting Beckcraft, 85, who was reportedly suffering from dementia at the time of her death. According to court documents, a certified evaluator assessed Haynes' behavior during the hearing and statements from his attorney, leading to the decision that he cannot currently contribute to his own defense. The next step is a fitness to proceed hearing scheduled for May 20th, where Haynes' competency to stand trial will be reassessed. When it comes to plans for Cody Rhodes coming back to WWE, Ringside News wrote that according to WrestleVotes Radio, Cody Rhodes is expected to return soon, likely before the Money in the Bank Premium Live event on June 7th. It was noted that once he's back, Rhodes will once again be a top focus on WWE TV and play a major role throughout the summer. It's also important to mention that Cody Rhodes was advertised to appear on the May 16th episode of SmackDown in Greensboro, North Carolina, so fans expect him to return this week and begin his journey to the top once again. Not only that, the American Nightmare is also advertised for the Money in the Bank Premium Live event on June 7th in Los Angeles, California, so fans will definitely get to see him make regular appearances again soon enough. Explaining why he and his brother Jeff will not be appearing at AAA's TRIPLEMANIA event, Matt Hardy noted on his Extreme Life podcast, "I know we were asked about that, and just in full transparency, we were booked already those weekends, so we were asked about doing them, but we weren't able to, obviously. But maybe sometime down the road we will. We were asked about it, no doubt. I'm not going to lie, I would love for Matt and Jeff Hardy to pick up the AAA Tag Team titles." After announcing that she was pregnant at the end of last month, former WWE star Carmella said this about returning to pro wrestling in the future, telling Sports Illustrated, "I think at some point I'd love to put my Jordans back on, move on back out there. and get in the ring again at some point. Just not right now. I'm trying to focus on other things. I feel like I did for 12 years, and now I'm really trying to just focus on being a mom, building my brand, building Snatch. I'm on Sports Illustrated right now. I'm manifesting being on SI Swim. That's like bucket list of mine. I'm pretty big on manifesting. I never in my life thought I would be in WWE, and I did that and I was champion. I did all these things as part of the women's evolution. What else can I do? Who knows? Carmella also said this about a release from WWE earlier in the year. I was upset. I really was upset, and I was hurt by how it went down because I feel like I was always a company girl. I did what was asked of me. I was with the company for 12 years and I always did what was asked of me. I felt hurt that it happened the way it did because it's not like I was just some chick who stepped in for a couple years and did a couple things and then left. I really was there for a while. I feel like I was under that umbrella for so long that I'm so excited to explore and see what else is out there. I think over time it will hit me, and I think it will also hit the fans in the WWE universe. My contribution to this business and to know what I gave to this company and the things that I did. During that same interview, Carmella recalled her time working with Vince McMahon in WWE, saying, "I loved working with Vince. I really did. All of that, everything, the noise that has happened, that aside, my personal experience with Vince was nothing but positive. He was always so open to anything that I would have to suggest or if I had questions or concerns. I could always go to him and he would always make time for the talent. He was so specific about what he wanted me to do in this promo. Look here, do this, talk about this. He was awesome to work with." She also revealed that she pitched working with James Ellsworth, an idea McMahon supported after seeing their chemistry on screen. "I had crazy ideas, and Vince is known for crazy ideas. He goes for it. Sometimes I would go to him and be like, no, that's not going to work. At least I try, and I think he respected that about me." With Sabu passing away about 3 weeks after his final match against Joey Janela in GCW, Rob Van Dam gave his thoughts on those that feel the promotion should be charged, noting on his One of a Kind podcast, "I've read comments saying GCW should be arrested on manslaughter. Wait, regardless of the cause of death 3 weeks later? Thank God these people aren't in control and making relevant decisions." Van Dam also responded to Dutch Mantell, who claimed that Sabu taking kratom was worse than heroin. "Dutch, you know nothing about kratom. It helps so many people. As my regular listeners know, I'm an advocate for kratom. It says in there Sabu got some kratom so he can make it through the match. The way Joey puts it, he said he was on another planet. I don't like that he put that. I really doubt that's true, but I've had people say that about me. In fact, I'm going to administer some kratom. Woo! Did you know Ric Flair has his own kratom? You didn't know that. That shows you how dangerous this is. Joey is getting a bunch of heat. GCW is getting a bunch of heat. People saying, I can't believe I supported them. They killed Sabu. First off, they didn't give him the kratom. It was his own people. For sure, Sabu had some kratom. He eats it every day. I usually eat it every day. It's good for blocking pain, sleeping, and anxiety. It's a plant that comes from the coffee plant family. They dry the leaves, grind them into a powder, and you can put the powder into a capsule, a drink, gummies, or eat the powder. It tastes horrible. With WWE Hall of Famer Nikki Bella going through a divorce, details surrounding this have been revealed as Ringside News wrote that Nikki Bella and Artemchik Ventsev's tumultuous split is now officially in the rearview mirror as the former WWE stars finalized her divorce from the Dancing with the Stars pro. According to legal documents obtained by TMZ, Nikki will pay Artem $3,500 per month in child support for their son Mateo. The financial settlement also includes two hefty lump sum payments totaling $200,000, $100,000 upfront, and another $100,000 by the end of 2025. Nikki will also cover Mateo's speech therapy costs in full, while both parents will split expenses for extracurricular activities. Despite the financial obligations, Nikki retains control of her business interests, including Stephanie Nicole Garcia Entertainment and her wine label Bonita Bonita. Custody arrangements will see the exes alternate major holidays with Mateo each year. The divorce settlement follows a rocky period that included allegations of physical altercations. In August 2024, Artem was arrested after Nikki claimed he had been violent, but Artem fired back, alleging Nikki was the aggressor. Despite the back and forth, the couple initially reached a settlement in November 2024, but the court didn't finalize it until now. Previously, The Rock said this following WrestleMania 41 regarding Cody Rhodes turning heel in WWE, telling the Pat McAfee show, "When it comes to giving me your soul, this is what you want, not what the final boss wants." So now we go into Elimination Chamber with this idea. Will Cody Rhodes sell his soul to the final boss? My thought at the time was it was a litmus test to find out, in my opinion, how fans respond if Cody sold his soul to the final boss. Let's get a temperature check on this. Not turning Cody heel soon, but eventually down the line. I liked the idea because Cody is a smart guy and a ring general. I think this idea of you giving him a reason to turn way down the road, not based on titles but on his soul and what that means, affects generations and transcends pro wrestling, and fans were loving it. Now, Fightful Select has reported that those that we asked about it said that they didn't want to put too much of a spotlight on the situation shortly after Rock's interview, but that a number of people were against the idea of turning Cody Rhodes heel, noting his heavy contributions to the company's ticketing and merchandise success. And this was your pro wrestling news update. I hope you're all having a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all later.